Hi everyone, welcome back. I just want to give you guys so much thank yous because I have been sick and you guys just gave me a lot of encouragement and get wells and feel betters, and I just really appreciate that. I will say I'm not 100% back to myself, but you know, we're getting there, and I don't want to stop filming indefinitely because that's not fair to you and it's not fair for everything that I've been working for. So we're gonna power through. Today we're gonna start off with our June a month in review. Thankfully we don't have a lot of products. I apparently knew June was not gonna be my month and we didn't test too much out. So that's what we're gonna do. Before we get started, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, and we'll get started. I just have to say, today is the first day I've put on makeup in like over 2 weeks. Yeah, I have actually been sick most of June, and the past 2 weeks were the roughest part, which is why I needed a break. Yeah, so I haven't put on makeup in over 2 weeks. Thankfully, apparently my brain just knew that June was not going to be my month and I needed to pre-film quite a bit. I actually had videos for most of June, so I'm really happy with that. I'm sorry I had to take a break, but it's just what I needed. And honestly, just putting on makeup today wore me out. I am so ready for a nap, but you know, we've got to get the video out there because July is here and I couldn't just skip my review on June. That wouldn't be fair. And I've got such cool things for July. I'm so excited to try out what I've got for July. Okay, so a typical month in review. We are going to start with the positives, the good things that I loved very much. We're going to start with the Sigma Ambiance palette. This was such a treat for me. It's just your standard kind of neutral palette, but it's so beautiful. It's what I've got on my eyes today, and honestly I only have 2 shades on today. I've got this Basque shade and then the Firefly shade. Honestly, Sigma did really well with this. The shadows are super easy to blend, they're super pigmented, and then the shimmers are shimmers, so just overall a really good palette. Next, I did try out this Kosas Air Brow. I am wearing the shade medium brown. I do have it on today, and honestly, I've really been enjoying it. I like the wand a lot. I don't know if you can tell, but it is actually a triangle. So you've got 3 different sides to it, and I actually really enjoy it because then you get like a more precise like edge to go through your brows, and then if you run out of pigment, just flip it over a little bit before dipping back into the bottle. I have really been enjoying it. I will say though, once you put it on, it's not meant to have a second coat. Something I like to do with my Benefit Gimme Brow is I like to put it on, do a couple other steps in my makeup routine, and then come back and put in a second layer. This stuff doesn't do well with the second layer. It's not meant for that. It starts to flake and then you got little like brown spots around. I did learn that the hard way, but honestly 1 coat is really all you need. I also tried out the Huda Beauty Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. I did like this one quite a bit. I don't like it more than my Kosas Cloud Set one, but it does give a similar effect, meaning it's still really light on the skin, but there's not really that blurring property that the Cloud Set has that I'm really enjoying. So I will still use this. I've got it on today and I like it. It sets the face really nicely. It's just, it's not as blurring as that one. And from testing that one out for a whole month and then going to this one, it's a good powder. It's just, I like the Kosas one more. Next we've got our Benefit highlighter. This is in the shade Cookie, and it's a really pretty pinky goldy highlight. I've got it on today. It is bright. This was barely touching it. I don't even know how I went overboard with it. It's blinding, it's a good highlight, and I do really enjoy Benefit products, so this was a good one. Yes, if you're interested in a very blinding highlight, that one will do it for you. My last good yes product is by Fenty Beauty. It's the Eaze Drops, the Blurring Skin Tint. I will say I liked this a lot more at the beginning of June than I do right now. I totally felt all of the claims were accurate at the beginning of the month. Even though it's a skin tint, it blurred very nicely. It gave me the coverage that I needed to cover my red cheeks, and it wore beautifully all day. I didn't ever have to touch it up. It was just beautiful. And then I got sick, and today I've got it on, and it's just like picking up all of my dry spots around my mouth, my chin. I've got these two patches kind of where I burned myself with my skincare or over exfoliated. It's kind of looking really dry in those areas now. So I think my skin changed as I've been sick, and I just haven't been able to keep it hydrated as much as I typically would. So I'm not going to judge this product based off today, because for the beginning of June, I really, really loved this product. If you're interested in a skincare or a skin tint, I would recommend this one. This is a good product. It's just my skin's being a little wonky right now, so it's not having a good foundation day, but regardless, I do think it is a good product. Next, we're gonna go into the OK products. I will wear them again, but they're not gonna be something that I reach for every day. The first one being the Bite Beauty Daycation Whipped Blushes. I will say I got a lot more use out of coconut rum than I did the watermelon marg. I think these are really pretty. I like how much glow they give to your cheeks, but they're kind of patchy. Like if you've got any sort of dryness where your blush goes, it's really going to stick in that spot. And then if you go and try to like put another layer over it to help it blend more, it's going to like pick up the first layer, so it's gonna look like a bald patch. So there's not like a win-win there. I feel like these are really picky to use. I really do enjoy the colors and I enjoy the glow that they give, but they're kind of hard to use. So maybe not the best cream products if you're scared or new to using creams. Maybe try something else first. I do like the colors, I like the glow, but they're hard to use, so they're okay. My other okay item is from Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. Now, I don't really bake. I set my under eyes, but I don't like bake and then sweep it away later. So maybe this wasn't the best product for me to try. And honestly, I don't like it more than my Laura Mercier setting powder that I typically use under my eyes. I think that one does a lot more blurring, it sets it a lot better for me, and it lasts a lot longer. I mean, it sets it really nicely, but I don't feel like it's got a lot of blurring property, and typically throughout the day, by the end of the day, you can tell my concealer has creased. Even with concealers that don't typically crease on me. So it's okay. I bought it, so I'm going to use it, but it's not going to be something I'm going to reach for every day. I'm probably going to go back to my Laura Mercier one, but obviously I'm going to use it. It's alright. I think if I were more of a baking person, I might like that more. So if that's your style, you might want to try this one out. If it's not though, I wouldn't waste your money on it. So for my no categories, I have two products. We'll start with this Kosas bronzer. This is a no specifically for the shade. I picked up medium instead of light, and it's too dark for me. So that's, like, I only used it twice. It's just too dark for me. It doesn't look well. It's not something I can pull off as a overly bronzed look type thing. So I do want to try and pick up the lighter version, but this one's a no for me just because of the shade. My other no product is from Fenty Beauty. These are the eye brightener, the Bright Fix eye brighteners. I actually picked up two shades, Rose Quartz and Seashell. Picked up two shades because I wasn't sure and I thought these were just going to be awesome. One, I don't think either of these two colors are my shade. And two, they don't last very long. or they don't last very well on me. I have seen reviews on these and people are really enjoying them. They've got some sort of magic powers, because when I use these, yes, they are definitely brightening. I will give them that. But they're just so liquidy, and I just feel like it sets into my fine lines so easily, and then you go and try to set it and it's already like creased, and I don't quite understand. And then like 3 hours later, my under eyes just look like crap. These are going to be a no for me. If they work out for you, that's awesome. I would like to know what trick you're using to get them to last all day. Alright, as I said, June was not product packed, which was good for me. But that is all I've got for you guys. I've got my yeses, my okays, and the nos. I would love to hear your opinions on any of these products and whether they work for you, what tricks you use to get them to work, if you love them, and what your thoughts are on any of them. Other than that, I am planning to get back to my regular schedule, Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Again, thank you guys for sticking with me. I do apologize that I am still a bit sick. You can kind of hear it in my voice. I still have a cough, which is really annoying, but I'm working on it. We're going to get better. We're going back to videoing, and we're going to put up some new content. So thank you again for sticking with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.